It's possible. Sephiroth cannot be defeated. After each fall, the monster arises once more with greater power and awareness such that by the reunion of Remake, timelines, possibilities, reality itself has become intractably caught in his ruinous omnicidal machinations. Ori, Edge of Creation, ever-crisis Sephiroth, has a mysterious arcane endgame that for the first time since the Nibelheim massacre is mostly determined by him, not an alien virus. But what does this patient, cunning, all-powerful being want after attaining freedom and apotheosis at the end of Singularity? He has already absorbed the whispers and the seeming memory of a cataclysm long ago, whereas the monstrosity of Advent Children Sephiroth required special circumstances to manifest. The Edge of Creation deity does not. He can create wormholes and instantaneous portals with unerring accuracy at will. His only limitation in multiversal expression appears to be the immutable rule of one. A consciousness may only embody once in a given possibility timeline. Yet, if Sephiroth controls the whispers after Singularity, and the eternal, infinite beings can cut off one space-time consciousness from another, such as what happened in Singularity, then the darkened god may have found a way around the immutable law. And despite that the world of Rebirth has a Sephiroth, the one from Edge of Creation can still appear. It is possible Sephiroth cannot be beaten. Never has a threat such as Ori, Sephiroth, existed not just for Gaia, for creation. No one person, nor one ship, can take on this black-feathered lost soul. But love is irrational, unpredictable, and creates unbreakable bonds across space and time, warping the consciousness of existence. Relationships allow carbon and silicon to hold consciousness and give free life to the splendid seconds of the living. 3 romantic ships saved Cloud, defies prediction, including about a certain tragic scene, and relentlessly challenged destiny. 3 ships that felled the interdimensional puppet master. But will they be enough? Tifa, in whom the past weighs heavily upon her, with whom Cloud can hug and be hugged, can be vulnerable and experience Cloud being vulnerable when he needs to be. And together, they can enjoy a free-form friends, but more than friends, Twilight Zone exchange that they were never able to experience in the original Immortal Journey. When Miss Lockhart returned unbidden to save Cloud, 70 stories up, telling him she accepts him, she loves him, all of him, the hero and the person trying to be a hero, just as he was years before, and doing so in a way that wouldn't make him uncomfortable. It is an immaculately beautiful moment. Could even the one-winged angel have known the focus of his endgame almost died, but was rescued by deft action and invisible, unbreakable bonds, love? And again so in Singularity, Cloud almost died and Tifa saved him. Come Rebirth, Tifa's greatest hurdle in this cosmic war is that Sephiroth knows how important she is. Jessie, the ship forbidden by destiny, whose hard life as a sewer rat fighting an unwinnable war against a planetary empire has made of her expressed fondness and physical exterior an armor. Side by side with Mr. Strife, proximity, even touch, Cloud smiling, Cloud being kissed, Cloud giving the rawness of his beautiful child's heart in the stare Miss Raspberry desired from the very beginning, in an intensity beyond her armor's limits and likely beyond what Cloud knew he was giving. All of Chapter 4 of what Jessie and Cloud, these 2 dancing flames in an intractable darkness experience. Friends, more than friends. Twilight Zone was completely unanticipated. It's a portent for what may be, who will live, who will die, who will win in the end. With all 3 ladies, the change wrought inside the Mako warrior and in each ship. And as a result, the morphogenic field of the fleet as a whole is irreversible. For all heroes, the future is forever altered. Unpredictably, uncontrollably, there is hope. Viral destiny with a capital D was also physically challenged with Jessie when a plucky hero who just wanted to make a difference acquired a grappling hook gun. In Wedge, the Whispers learned unprecedented aspects of reality, unanticipated meanings of life. In Shinra Tower, the very act of Wedge being alive was the problem, necessitating murder, not containment as was done before in identical circumstances. To understand life is to see a degree of how people entangle with each other in all of reality by intangible, intractable, irrevocable, infinite bonds. Wedge didn't have to do anything. Being alive was changing his friends. But if all things are entangled this way, if an emotionally potent event changed someone, and this event was against viral destiny, that changed someone is also part of the problem, because everything is connected, as Bugenhagen demonstrates. The Sector 7 plate falling is the most emotionally traumatic event Midgar experienced in Remake, and it affected everyone, but the Whispers did not cause Sector 7 to fall. In Final Fantasy 7, the Whispers did consider everyone affected by the platefall in Remake to be part of the problem, the aberration against viral destiny, and so they created a singularity not around heroes or the group of people that the heroes directly interacted with, but around the whole city. Was this in even Sephiroth's endgame? Did he ever envision a whole city being cut off from the space-time consciousness around it? And that third ship, Aerith, a half-Cetra, someone with access to more than one perspective of the flow of reality, much like the fallen first soldier. The two are alike, as well as being opposites, in a cosmic interdimensional war, with the fate of the planet and possibly beyond at stake. Aerith is the light, love, the power of kinship. Sephiroth is the dark, fear, hatred, power in his sword arm. But both of these mighty beings are utterly lost. They were born mortals with mortal senses. They laugh, they cry, they hug, and enjoy the three-dimensional stage called life, just as the Cetra did thousands of years before. Genova, possibilities and story, eternity and infinity, all of creation, even half Cetra, cannot help but be emotionally subsumed by such vastness, crushed by such multiversal weight. Aerith has not Sephiroth's power. Likely no one does. However, she does have her friends, her loves, whom she changes as she did with the heart-touching high fives with Cloud, and is changed by these forever altered colleagues. When these two budding, reuniting friends, more than friends, Twilight Zone effortlessly celebrate defeating Hell House with a high five. Upon her dreamscape moment amongst the flowers with Mr. Strife, this wonderful symbiotic cycle of growth, changed and be changed, evidences again in the saddest of expression. And Ore, Sephiroth, is aware that Aerith, Eris, has expressed utterly profound foreknowledge to Cloud in a manner so cryptic, so easily misunderstood, that it must be emotionally destabilized. Could it be that in this wonderful moment, Aerith is telling Cloud not to fall in love with her, but she's also telling herself not to fall in love with Cloud? Does the one-winged angel believe this is weakness or strength? Either way, emotionally destabilized decisions will be made, and who lives and who dies might be fought for. The one-winged angel might intuit some of the destiny-shattering capabilities of warriors, dancers, lowering their guard in the armor, and together becoming something far more than anyone anticipated. Sephiroth will try to manipulate Cloud, sowing distrust, despair, and discord in his relationships, and he is too aware that the Genova Sephiroth, natural to the Rebirth timeline, is heading towards the City of Ancients, where something tragic happens. The fallen first soldier has every element necessary to set the stage how he chooses. Can Sephiroth be beaten? Well, as time will tell, could the one-winged angel have known the Whisper's arrival would cause a flower to be crushed? The two dancing flames would usurp genocidal stars and cause a city-sized singularity. That Red 13 or Marlene would learn a measure of Gaia's interdimensional flow, and Cloud would gain a cosmic sight because Aerith touched another and was touched in turn, physically, infinitely, and emotionally. Could Sephiroth have known that 70 stories, as well as unfathomable distance up, Cloud nearly died, yet without premeditation, yet with the yearn of the blood and that which moves it, this end to the end game was saved. Or a Sephiroth undoubtedly has intuitions on these interplays and will aggressively attrite them. Yet, as with all of 2020's immortal journey, people loving people changes everything. For Sephiroth to truly know the inimitable, infinite, unbridled power of love, he would need to feel it. So despite the black feather, the fear, and the gathering storm, with the new dawn of Remake, now these heroes and their loves, wherever they should go, are free.